Hello, callers. Welcome back to another interesting episode of Viva Barça, where we are going to be discussing on some two recent developing stories for FC Barcelona. We are going to begin with Ousmane Dembele, who have still fallen victim to this late coming in training and of course going against Xavi's rules. And of course, it seems as though Dembele is just confused about the training schedule according to reports, but the report did not even specify if Dembele was fine this time around like the other time that he, came late 3 minutes. We're going to be discussing on that report as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this transfer rumor that Barcelona are making an inquiry over a loan deal for this Bayern player, Kinsley Coman. We're going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get ready to discuss those stories in much detail, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Give this video a like and make sure to watch this video right up to the very end. Barça, Barça, Barça. Since taking over the reins of the Barcelona first team earlier this month, manager Xavi Hernandez has introduced some strict rules and regulations in place for players and staff to follow. Failure to adhere to those rules will see the transgressors get hit with a fine, which will be doubled for a repeated offense. The new measures have been put in place in order to introduce a sense of discipline among the squad. One of the rules introduced is that players are supposed to arrive for training sessions 90 minutes before the start, while the coaching staff is instructed to be present 2 hours prior. However, it seems like perennial mischief maker Ousmane Dembele is having trouble keeping up with these new rules. The Frenchman was already hit with a fine earlier this month for showing up late to a training session and has now flouted the rule again. According to reports, Dembele failed to report to a training session on Tuesday earlier this week due to a confusion. Dembele was of the belief that the session was to be held in the afternoon, while it was actually scheduled for the morning. Ousmane Dembele, did show up, of course. Club officials had to call him, and following which Dembele did report for the session, but was obviously late once again. The report does not specify whether he was fine or not on this occasion, but this does not reflect well for Dembele. Dembele has had a history of poor disciplinary behavior in the past. Considering how highly he is rated by the club and new manager Xavi himself, Dembele will need to repay the faith shown in him by ironing out these flaws at the earliest if he is to evolve into a top star at Barcelona. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Why Barcelona sporting director Matteo Alemany recently claimed that the club are in no position to bring in players in January, efforts continue to be made to work out a way to strengthen the squad. Given the current situation at Barcelona, new manager Xavi is desperate to add a new wide attacker who can also be a constant source of goals. A move for Raheem Sterling was mooted quite heavily, but things have gone quiet on that front lately. Dani Olmo is also an option for Barcelona, but they face serious competition from Manchester United in his pursuit. As a result, they are keeping their options open and have shifted their focus towards Bayern Munich winger Kinsley Coman, according to Sport. According to that report, Barca are intent on taking Kinsley Coman on loan for the rest of the season, with an option of making his transfer permanent in the summer. To that end, they are also said to have launched inquiries with both Bayern and the player to assess the possibility of a move. While the response from the forward camp has been positive, his club are unwilling to consider a loan proposal. As things stand, Coman has a little over 18 months left on his contract with Bayern Munich. The Frenchman has a new deal on the table, but is unwilling to sign it as he is unhappy with the minutes being afforded to him by manager Julian Nagelsmann. Bayern, for their part, are intent on tying him down to a new contract, but in case he does not agree to sign an extension, the German champions would prefer to sell him outright rather than loan him out, and Barcelona, despite their strong interest in him, are in no position to make an offer to sign him permanently in January. So it remains to be seen if Barca continue in their efforts to persuade Bayern on sanctioning a loan deal for the explosive winger, or decide to look for other options ahead of the winter transfer window. So callers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barça. Until next time, bye bye.